In this video, we're going to be discussing resources available through the CSU Library that will help you in your research projects on music therapy. If you start at the My CSU homepage, you'll notice there's a heading for quick links on the left side of the screen. And if you go towards the bottom, you can just click on the link for Rivers Library. Once you arrive at the homepage, scroll down past the one search box until you see some icons pop up that look like this. Click on the link for library guides. You arrive at the library guides homepage, click on the link for subject guide. As that expands out, scroll down till you find the link for music therapy subject guide. If you're looking for research articles on music therapy, one good place to start is OneSearch. OneSearch searches all of CSU's books, ebooks, journal articles, and other materials at once. We put in our search topic, music therapy related to autism, and then run our search. We now see what's available through the CSU Library's OneSearch related to music therapy and autism. One of the first things you may like to do is just limit this to research articles, and you can click on the articles button right underneath the search box to do that. And then as you scroll through, look for titles that are relevant to your topic. If you're looking for a specific research study, you want to avoid terms like systematic review or meta-analysis. Let's take a look at this article published in 2023, Music for Autism. Once you click on the article link, you'll see some options on the OneSearch results page screen. There's a heading here for tools. One of the first things you might want to do as you start gathering research is email articles of interest to yourself by using the email button. Once you click on the email button, you can enter in your bulk mail address and then click send. It'll arrive in your bulk mail, and that way you can accumulate your research in one place. The citation formats option, you see there's an option here for APA 7th edition. You will see a sample of how this would be cited in APA format. It's a good starting place, but you do want to check a more authoritative source such as Purdue OWL and make sure that everything such as the author, date, journal name is in the right place. You can copy the citation to your clipboard and paste it into your either Word document or Google Doc if you want to start your bibliography and then modify it from there. There is an option here for permalink as well. This is the permanent link to get back to this article. Oftentimes we utilize the URL that's at the top in the address box here. That's basically just a link to the search session. Permalink will take you to the permanent link for this page, which you can see is quite different here. And then you can copy this and paste it if you're saving links instead of emailing it to yourself. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a heading here for details. Also take a quick look at the description, which is usually a summary or sometimes called an abstract of the main findings of the research study. Usually a couple of sentences or a paragraph will give you an idea as to whether this will be relevant for you or not. And if you scroll back up, you may want to look through the related reading section on the right-hand side of the screen for other ideas related to your topic. If you decide you do want to look at the article in full, there are usually two options provided for you. One of them is Get PDF. If for some reason you don't see that, there is usually an available online link which will take you to either the link or outside of OneSearch to the article itself. But since we have the PDF, we'll click on that. And then once this appears, you'll see the article in full. And then you can save it, print it, and work on it through there, highlight it if you need to. One thing that you may want to check as well, as I scroll to the end of the article, you'll see a reference list. Sometimes it's called a works cited or bibliography, depending on how it's cited. And these are usually additional articles that may be relevant to your topic as well. It's worth going through those and seeing if you find any other additional ideas. So that's OneSearch. If we head back to our music therapy subject guide, additional databases are listed for you here. These are databases or essentially collections of articles that you may find helpful. Medline with full text may be one that you may want to explore. Medline with full text looks a little bit different than OneSearch. A lot of the concepts are the same. I start doing my search on music therapy. If you notice, a little bit different than one search as I start getting some suggestions from Medline as to where to take my research. It'll give me some suggested terms. I can use one of these if I like, or I can just stick with my original term. In this case, I'm going to do music therapy and mental health, and then run my search. In this database, you may want to click on the limit to full text first so that you can see options for full text and PDF. And if we take a look at this first example here, music therapy and mental health, here we have the record page similar to one search, and that we have subject terms or mesh headings here, an abstract or a summary of the article, and then tools on the right side of the screen if we want to email it to ourselves or cite it. And a permalink is listed here as well, option. On the Medline database, options for full text are usually in the top left of the screen, either HTML or PDF. You may want to start with PDF as that gives you the page numbers and any associated graphs or materials that came with the original study. And then similar to one search, you have the full text of the article here. You can read through it and again, go to the end for additional references if you like. Just a couple other things to point out on this guide. If you scroll down a little bit further, there are some specific journals that relate directly to music therapy. So this is one way you can really narrow your search and browse recent issues of a specific journal. So if I click on, for example, Journal of Music Therapy, once the screen appears, I'm looking for the available online link. If you notice, these first two links say most recent 1 year not available. Oxford University Press does not have any of those restrictions, so we should see the most recent articles in there. And then I can do a search directly within the journal. So here I don't have to use music therapy because that's in the title of my journal. If I put in autism and run my search, this will show me articles published in the Journal of Music Therapy on autism. And then I can scroll through specific titles and limit by date if I'd like to here on the left side of the screen as well. So that's one way to look at specific journals published in the field. A couple of last things to note on this guide page: anatomy of a scholarly article. This is an infographic. If you were to click through on this, and then once the new tab pops up, this will give you an expectation of what you should find in a typical research article. What is involved in the abstract? Abstract is a brief summary of the contents of the article, what you would typically find in the introduction, the conclusion, and the reference list. So that may be a helpful graphic to spend a minute or two on. Also, we've provided links on the left side of the screen for APA 7th edition resources, including Purdue OWL's APA page. If you click on the Purdue OWL button, this should take you outside of the guide and directly to Purdue OWL's APA page. And you can see some examples of how to cite specific sources, and there are also sample papers in APA as well. If you need additional help, please contact us using the contact information box on the left side of the screen. You can email us if you have a question, or you can schedule a research appointment if you need some additional help finding resources on your topic. Please reach out if you need any help and let us know. Thank you so much.